Welcome back to the Pure Genuine Podcast, where we dive into authentic experiences like never before. I'm your host, Frenchie Hanna, and today I have
Bunny Summers.
Yes, we have Bunny Summers on this episode. So, how you been?
I've been okay.
You've been okay? You've been good? What's new with you?
Lots, of course, as I go on my journey here.
Yeah.
Recently just had top surgery.
You look beautiful. Yeah, you got top surgery. Yeah, woo!
Yay!
Got your girls.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me in the past that your the job you had before, took up so much space where you couldn't leave off from them, so you couldn't get your surgeries, and the dates wasn't working for you. And then how long you have to rest to have your new baby girls. Yes.
Yep, that is a struggle. You have to take time off because you can't lift nothing.
Yeah.
And I worked in a job where I had to lift every day, so it was hard. But I don't have that job anymore.
Yeah.
They decided to close their division here and lay me off 2 weeks before my surgery. So that was exciting.
Yeah. Didn't you say like they wanted to like still have you on but move to California?
Yeah, they offered me to move back to Anaheim and work there, but they weren't going to pay for it, and they were actually going to decrease my pay rate because of like going back to being in a group of people instead of managing an area.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to do it. Vegas is great. Vegas is a perfect place.
Yeah. See, I see you some more confident than ever.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm very happy. My body's coming together, and because of that, I feel happy and I feel less dysphoric, and that shows to others, and I get less misgenders, and I get more compliments and happiness.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, so yeah, you're so confident in everything. When I seen you the other day, you're just like moving different, more strong, just not like overthinking anymore about yourself.
No, I think that's an important in everybody's journey too, is just to remember that haters gonna hate and people gonna like you. Like, you don't control that.
Exactly, and you gotta love yourself that much to be that confident.
People won't love you if you don't love yourself.
Yes, exactly.
So that's important, and hopefully I can make my more fun side career take off because of this. So we'll see about
your more fun
too.
side careers. Yeah,
my more fun side career.
Yeah, I like that for you. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, why not? So tell me, so are you still seeing that guy?
No. The ex-cop.
The ex-police officer.
Lying, cheating bastard.
Yeah, so he was actually living a double life.
Oh yeah, he was living.
So tell me about that. Let's get into that.
He was living the T-girl chaser life.
T-girl chaser life, and then he has a wife.
He had a wife, and he had 2 grown kids and grandkids.
Yes,
and everything, and he would. I found out through another party that he would go drop his wife off for work in Henderson. And then I was living in like South Paradise at the time.
Yes.
And he would drive back to Paradise, take me to a breakfast shop. I would give him head, and then he would leave.
And what are those type of places that he would take you to?
Some of them were like breakfast places, but he took me to a
But
they're
like low key places.
Yeah, he took me to a dive bar once, and then he also he kept taking me to golf. The little, I would call them like diners or lunchettes that they have at golf courses, where you can like go and sit down and you have like a hamburger or like
something. So he's bringing you to places where nobody would even
no one would recognize, and then that's the other thing, is that he I just was being blind. I was being a little girl,
Oh
honestly,
my
because he was
gosh.
doing. After they told me that, I realized there were a lot of things like he 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 would only ever call me when he was like in his car or when he was at the car wash. He
Yeah.
would never and I wanted to see his place and go to his place all the time, and he even lied about that. He was like, "Oh, I live in a gated community with a security guard," but he didn't. He just lives in North Las Vegas in a regular old HOA community.
Oh my
And
gosh. Yeah.
I found that out through
But
through the internet.
either way, you know, like gated community, it, or just HOA, gated community is always gonna have HOA.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not even gated.
Yeah, that's the part. He just lied.
So I recently got a new cell phone, and when I got the new cell phone, I also changed providers. So I went from one provider to another. So when I did that, there was a time where they were transferring the contacts.
Yeah.
And he sent me a text message, and so Google told me it was his wife's name, not his phone number. And I was like, well, that's weird. So then I looked up her name and the phone number, and it gave me an address. So I do this reverse phone number like any, sane person.
Yeah.
And it pulls up his wife's name. It pulls up it pulls up an address.
Mm-hmm.
So I searched that address and I looked it up on Google on Maps.
Okay.
And then, of course, it is in an HOA, so it's only got a front view. It doesn't have anything else. And there's no cars in the driveway or anything like that. So I went to a aerial shot. And in the aerial shot, I could see the backyard and the pool and kind of the deck area.
Yeah.
And he sent me pictures from his deck before. And they matched up.
Okay.
So the thing is that clearly was, and the place was not in a gated community. It wasn't in some fancy area. It was like in a normal part of town. And I think the honest thing is I think that he was married, completely married. I think that he was cheating, fooling around, and I think that he was trying to keep me down and keep me sad because it meant he got blowjobs every Sunday.
Oh wow!
So,
and he'll only come to you every Sunday.
So then towards the end, we broke up twice. So the thing is, the first time he stopped talking to me was because he didn't like that I was fucking around.
Right.
And then the second time we broke up, I was having issues with him not respecting my feelings.
Okay.
And then he sent me back a text message 2 months later during that time. And he apologized, and we talked, and then I told him that I wanted to see him more. I laid out all these boundaries that I expected from the relationship.
Okay.
And so he started doing those things, and then he started talking about how I could move in with him eventually, and that he was going to take care of me, and that he was going to get me a job with his company, which was a government job, and blah blah blah, and all this stuff. And then I lost my job.
Oh
and
wow!
When I lost my job, I called him and I was crying, and I was like, look, I have to go back to my home state if I can't figure out what I'm going to do here. And so he played into it and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And he's like telling me these fake lies.
Yes.
And then I found out from this other party that it was all a lie, and that he moved to Southern Carolina, and his wife left Vegas. They moved to Southern Carolina.
Oh, so he actually moved.
So they're in South Carolina. They're not. He's not here anymore.
Yeah, you know why he did that, right?
Oh yeah, because
that's come on.
His little card house that he built was collapsing. It was going down. There wasn't gonna. Eventually, I was gonna find out, and he knew it. And if I found out, I'm not secretive about who I am.
Right.
Like the Bunny Summers is of course a stage name, so it's like. In my personal life, people know that I'm Bunny Summers. Like, yes. I don't hide being Bunny Summers from my family, my friends, intimate people, everybody.
Yes.
I'm very honest about that.
Yes, exactly.
I think that's important. I think that, and then that's the other thing. Like, what's really crazy is and he was an older guy.
No.
We're talking 20 years older than me, and And I think the biggest thing that people forget is that like the older generation don't understand polyamorous. They don't understand the poly lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, white old man, you know, MAGA, tranny
MAGA.
chaser. Oh yeah, most
Oh,
likely.
you said MAGA tranny chaser.
I'm sure of it because the dude was an ex Metro, Las Vegas Metro cop.
Uh-huh.
The white guy.
Yes.
Hockey, sports,
Yes.
and he was an ex or retired Air Force pilot.
Yes.
So everything there says pride for my country, and then throw in his age, throw in the what kind of job he did. Guaranteed he was a conservative person, and I guarantee that he thought that what they were doing in the news would never affect someone like me, which is why he didn't care to when I got upset.
Wow, that is so
I think
crazy.
he had Caitlyn Jenner syndrome. It's insane that like tranny chasers even exist. And the thing is that when I met him on a social media fetish website, so it wasn't even that I found him on hookup site. It wasn't that I found him on that he knew who I was.
Right.
So he just thought he was meeting some trans woman that was gonna have sex with him.
Right.
And then the second or third date was when he realized that I was actually Bunny Summers, that he had already been on websites too and pleasuring himself to. So then he built in this fantasy, and I think that's what it was. He had this fantasy that he was taken home.
But do you think that he like moved away because he like everything was getting too close for his wife to find out?
Yeah. I think a lot of men have this idea that transgendered women are fetish sex toys. That they don't. It's very hard for them to comprehend that I want a regular lifestyle. Right. It's hard for them to comprehend that I want to go to the movies. I want to go to the museum. I want to go on the strip. I want you to take me to the casino, to restaurants, to clubs, to events. All these things I want you to do. All these things in the world, and that you would do for a woman. Like I'm not your booty call hookup 2:00 in the morning.
Right.
That's not happening. No, no more. And I think that once you gain the love and self-respect for yourself, you realize that kind of lifestyle is strictly made by men.
Right.
Like the idea of like when I was a younger boy that was confused, it was like the whole trans thing was hypersexualized. It was hypersexualized. Like, and as I've spent more time in the community and more time with people who actually care about each other, the more time I've been on hormones, the more I realize that like I'm just a normal person, and that's all I want. I'm not trying. I mean, I might like to show my boobs off, and I might like to wear tight clothes, and I might like to do stuff like that when I go out at night. But when I'm going to the grocery store, I just want to buy my food, go home and make my food.
Exactly.
I don't need some guy to fantasize that I'm gonna like go to the bathroom and give him head in the toilet. Like that's not. That's not.
So how do you feel? How do you feel about all of that now that you're moving forward?
Well, yeah, like I feel like people don't realize how nasty and perverted men are until you start to be desired by them.
Yeah.
Like once it's no longer a small knit group of people, but it's a mass amount of people.
Yeah.
They want you, and then the thing is they get their little tunnel vision of perverted penis going on there, because on my Snapchat I'll get invites, messages all the time, and they don't know that I'm a trans person. Apparently they don't read my profiles or nothing.
Yeah.
And they're going goo goo gaga over my pictures until they find out that I'm trans, and then all of a sudden it's block. It's hateful comments.
Yeah.
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 So
Men can be dirty, can be so rude and nasty with their words, you know, like they just like I don't what it I don't know that just feel like we just look so good that they think that we're catfishing or something.
that's another. I mean, that's another thing.
Like,
So
whoa, thought you was a real like. Listen, I am a woman, but I'm just a woman with a trans experience.
that's and that's the whole catfish thing is why lately I've reduced the amount of makeup I wear in a lot of my pictures, and it's not necessarily it's because I that's how I am 90% of the time. Like I wear makeup when I go out. I do stuff when I go out at night, but I go to trivia every Tuesday at the same bar. I'm not gonna get fancy dressed up just to go to have dinner and have trivia with friends and have a couple of drinks. So
Yeah.
when I go out, I take these pictures and then I post them on my social medias and I post them on my exclusive contents and things like that because I want people to know that like I'm a normal person, that I'm not using filters, that I'm not trying to trap them, that I'm not like and that's the other thing. Like I'm the first thing I ever do with guys when they start hitting on me is I'm trans.
Oh, of course, that's just
I'm
being
like,
safe.
I'm like,
Cause do you know how many trans?
Yeah.
You know how many trans women go out and not tell a man that they're trans, and then once the man finds out, you see what happens on the news.
Why would you?
You see what's going on the news.
Yeah. Why would you even do that? I don't understand why someone would even take the risk because the one thing that I've known about my whole life is that men have a toxic violence.
Yeah.
That they will when they get upset and angry, even if they just feel embarrassed, that they will tear shit up, they will throw fits.
Yeah.
And then they call women emotional problems.
Yeah. That's right. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like that's just terrible, like how they just feel and move and expect certain things to be a certain way.
That's the patriarchy. That's them that's them having control. It's why they are trying to make women think that because trans rights we want our trans rights, they're trying to make women think that we're taking their rights away, but in reality what they're doing is the men are just making it so that they have more control. They're pushing this manosphere garbage out there is ridiculous. They're pushing this narrative that women shouldn't even be allowed to vote. They're trying to push this narrative that the household should vote, not the individual.
Yes.
And what that does is that allows the man to make the decision.
Yes.
And then what does that and then what happens when if that happens, what happens when they go, well, women can only work 20 hours a work week, and then everybody's like at first maybe women that are in relationships are like, oh, that's great, I get to stay home more. But what happens to the entrepreneurial woman? What happens to the businesswoman? They're gonna so it's all it is it's about control. That's what they want at the end of the day. Men love to control.
They love to control.
And they will lie, manipulate, whatever they have to keep that control.
Yeah.
And that's why.
And there are some women that really are okay with that.
Yep. Yep.
Because they're
I like being yes daddy in the bedroom, but I don't want to be yes daddy about my finances or yes daddy about who I'm gonna vote for.
Yeah, because it's like some women don't even have money for themselves. Some women don't know how to lead for themselves. Some women don't even know the direction to go because the man is telling them what to do.
And
then the man is telling them to shut up.
Of course.
When we go out, when we go eat, or we go out and go to this place, that place, you just shut up and just look pretty.
Yep. And there's a Instagram girl out there, influencer, TikTok influencer, YouTube influencer.
All of that, yeah.
She's in an alternate rock band. She used to be a white conservative or white national Christian, and she said her story was profound. Her father passed away, and the only people that cared to see if she was doing all right and doing okay was the gay couple that lived next door, which opened her mind to realize that what she had been taught in this white nationalist Christian society was all a lie.
Yes.
And then now she talks about it, and she talks about how like they're trying to not only control, but they're trying to trap. They want women to be in that position.
Yes.
Where they can go, my husband beats me every day, and my kids make my life hell, but I can't leave because I have no job, I have no income, I don't have a credit score, and I haven't worked in over 20 years.
Yes.
So what are they going to do? And then the thing is now with the government reducing SNAP benefits and taking away welfare, it's creating this very dystopian world that we never would have thought America would have become.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and hopefully, in the next 2 years, that we see something change that allows that to go back, because there's always going to be people that take advantage of the system. There's always going to be bad actors and things like that. But I think you can't use that as a reason to get rid of something that benefits the whole.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the bathroom bans that have been going on lately in states. Thank God we don't live in one.
Yes.
Is ridiculous, because in reality it's not changing anything for the good. All it's doing is it's pretty much taking away someone's freedom when they go out in public. So then if these trans women who even pass are afraid of even potentially being called out, and then they're going to be trans women. There's tons of genetic cis women who look masculine. Who have
definitely,
features.
yes.
And they're being called out. They're being how would it feel if you were at Macy's and you had to go pee really bad, and you go to the restroom and you go in, you sit down and you go pee, and then you hear someone go, I think that's a man in there, and then all of a sudden you got security all in your face and everything, and all you did was go pee. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous. And that isn't going to stop, those bathroom bans isn't going to stop Joe Blow from going into that Macy's restroom and raping a girl. Because people don't care about the laws. Have you not driven on the 405 in LA before? People don't care about the laws. Like,
oh, I know. I'm from LA.
They don't. People don't care about that stuff.
No, they drive. It's all about speeding.
They use it as an excuse. That's all. They just want an excuse to justify their bigotry, to justify their hate, and you can't expect to have a nice world or a nice place if you hate others.
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta love everybody. Love everybody for who they are and what they believe in, and as long as they aren't breaking the major rules, which is killing someone, hurting someone, or forcing someone.
Yeah.
So that's the big 3 ones right there, and almost every religion ever made all have those 3 common things.
Yeah, but man, just look at you though. You're just confident just in this conversation. Like, you said that you were like nervous, but it don't seem like you're nervous. Or, you know what? I'm like this, or like I could be nervous, but I can like hide it as I go. Cause I let like the person speak, and I catch something that I know I can speak a load of like information off of. And that would like show like me not nervous, even though I'm like nervous.
Yeah, I think that has to do with learning to deal with that emotion. Learning. I mean, what I mean by that is like being nervous is not a sign of not to do something. So when you're nervous or when you're anxious, it doesn't mean to not do what you're doing.
Okay.
So if you're like doing, like, for example, the first time I ever shot an adult scene, like the first time I do, it's like I've never been hired by a big company, so it wasn't a lot of people in the room. It was a camera woman, and it was the actor and me, and the actor was also the director. So it was like kind of like, this is what we're gonna do, and then do it, and then we would take a break, and then this is what we're gonna do, and we do it.
Yes.
And I was so nervous. so nervous. And if I had the confidence I had right now when I did that scene, I probably could have done a lot better. So seeing that performance and seeing that kind of unsure hesitation, and then seeing how other girls do it and other things, and other men, and people who perform, drag queens, all that, you just can't, you always gotta go with it, and you always gotta make sure that you're not letting what you feel keep you from performing the art that you're performing for others. And I think the same goes with like streaming, because I'm starting to get back into streaming on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I think that like the big thing with that is just you're nervous, you're scared, all these feelings, everything in your brain that's telling you flight or fight, flight or fight. Well, now people need to learn that it's just fight. Every time it's just fight. Don't, like, you could be doing a zip line. I rode a zip line for the first time ever in my life.
Yeah.
At the Grand Canyon.
Oh,
well,
wow.
Not so Grand Canyon West. So
where's that?
For people who don't know much about the Grand Canyon, and they just think the Grand Canyon, the Grand Canyon is owned by multiple Native American tribes, and so different parts of the Grand Canyon are owned by different parts of the tribe, and it goes through Arizona. Most people go to the most common place for the Grand Canyon, which is where it's like 5 hours from here. It's 6 hours from here.
Yeah.
But there's Grand Canyon West, which is only 2 hours from here. And my mom came to help assist me with my breast implants.
Okay.
And I thought it would be nice to treat her to something, and me to something that we both have never seen, which was the Grand Canyon. So we went to the Grand Canyon West.
Where's the Grand Canyon West? That's my first time ever hearing about that.
So the Grand Canyon West is owned by a tribe, and for the life of me,
so it's in
Arizona. It's just about two. So you would take the 93 like you're heading to Kingman, but about an hour in 15 minutes or so, you turn left and then head back towards the north part of Arizona, and right at the tip. So this is like the edge of the Grand Canyon. So this is like the very edge top part of it, and it's owned by a tribe, and the tribe monopolizes off of it. You know, their gift shop items.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Their gift shop items were like $75 an
Oh,
item.
shoot, dang.
And then also like they had like a bar, and then they also had.
There's a bar.
They had a bar there, and then they also had They have 3 different areas that they take the tourists. They take the tourists on. They take them to the Skywalk.
Okay.
They take them to a it's like a grand view. So it's like an area where like it's got like seating and it's got a place to eat and stuff. But even the place to eat, like I'm telling you, it was like $14 for a Coke. Like, I mean, it was outrageous on the pricing.
That's more than Disneyland.
And then,
oh my gosh.
And then they have an area where the zip line's at, and it used to be an old Western town. And I don't mean like Western, like real Western. I mean like at one point in time it was a themed Western area.
It's a theme. Okay.
So it's like saloon buildings and stuff, but they actually are like, they have like an arcade for the kids to play.
Yeah.
And they have a diner that had some really good barbecue. It was really good barbecue.
Yeah.
And if you buy the pass, you get free meal.
Yeah.
And the free meal is redeemed at that place. And part of the pass includes a zip line. And it's a 500-foot zip line across the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
But it's not a big part. You're not going across the whole Grand Canyon, but it was so scary. And getting up there and sitting in the harness and just looking out and seeing that it was literally just nothing, like there's nothing down there to if you fell or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so wonderful that my mom was crying at the end. Like the feeling of the zip line, everything's scary leading up to the point that they release you. And when they release you, there's no way to explain it, and that's why like when I did that, I'm like, I want to go do other zip lines now. So now, like in the future, if I travel
Had you ever
places,
did downtown zip line?
no, the Fremont one, no, I haven't done that one. And I know there's a Fremont zip line, and there's also a zip line at
Oh,
the Link. It's at the Link.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so there's one at the Link.
Oh, and there's another one at the
Area 15.
Area 15 or Area 51. Oh no, oh that's the actual.
That's the actual place.
Okay.
Area 15 is the Area 15 is the Meow Mart the Meow Mart artist guys or whatever. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, they just opened a Dolls Kills.
Yeah, they did up in there. Yeah,
I gotta get out there. One of my friends told me about it, and I was like, I gotta go. I bought my last costume from Dolls Kills, but it was something messed up with the shipping, and I was missing half of it, so they refunded me my money, and then I bought like this cashmere sweater dress, but it's so see through that
He said yeah.
But
But that's crazy to put a Dolls Kill in there.
Yeah.
Out of all places, like a Dolls Kill, like right there.
Because it's thick, and I mean, Area 15 is very like retro punk theme, gothic stuff going on.
I actually know somebody that's in there, that's running the thing kind of in a way, and she's like one of my models, like but like not but like photography model. Yeah. But I need to get a hold of her though, because it's been a while. Last time I seen her was at EDC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to do that this year, but I mean, I want to eventually experience it once. But even next year's tickets are already sold out.
Yeah.
So it's and they're doing 2 weekends.
Yeah, let's go to Dolls Kill one day. I'll meet you up there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I like and then that's with the newfound confidence and stuff, you find what you like to wear, and now I know what I like to wear.
Yeah, Dolls Kill. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They got Dolls Kill in there.
Yeah.
I think I have one thing from Dolls Kill. That's
I've even got some old retro skates from them.
Yeah.
And I've still not yet. I want to go skating, but I don't know where they're not rollerblades, they're just regular roller skates.
Yeah,
I don't know where to go, because I feel like
they have it. There's the LGBT gathering where they all go roller skating.
I think I've heard of it once or twice.
I forgot what it's called, but Judy goes to it that time.
Okay.
You know who Judy is?
Yeah, I know Judy. She's a wonderful
Mother Judy.
Mother Judy's wonderful. Yes. I'm always happy to see the stuff that they do to recognize her. And then her, of course, predecessor, or whatever you want to call it, Amy. Amy Dorsey. She's going to be announced the Miss Trans Queen, whatever this year.
The Miss Trans
Queen.
Miss
Trans of the year or something.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Saturday.
What's today? Thursday. Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I will be there.
Saturday night at the Phoenix, 8 p.m.
Yes,
be there, be square.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, that's that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be nice.
I'm happy. It kind of sucks that Pride is not celebrated during the summer here in Vegas as much, but
I'm supposed to be going to California, but I'm not too for sure, because because there's this venue thing that's hitting me up to like do work for them.
Okay.
So I'm just like, I don't know if I'm gonna go, but I really want to go. But if I don't go the week of their Pride Parade, and well, it's my Pride Parade too, because I'm from there, but I've been living in Vegas for quite a bit. But yeah, if I don't go, I'm probably gonna go the week after.
Yeah, I was thinking about going for at least a weekend, like maybe find when the parade's going and go for 2 days or 3 days or something.
I think it's like on the 14th.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing that as long as I don't find a job before that. You know, the job search is happening every day because of the way Nevada is with their unemployment.
Yeah,
they require you to submit searches every week.
Yeah, so I mean, if I don't work, and if you still want to go, I'll meet you somewhere, and then we can just ride out from there to go out there.
Of course. Of course, it'll be cheap in my car.
Yeah. Huh?
It's cheap in my car.
Cheap in your car.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I get good gas mileage.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah.
So $45 for every about 375 miles.
So the Pride Parade is in Hollywood Boulevard.
Yep, and that's probably about 700 miles from here. So maybe 2 tanks of gas, $90 to get there.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So yeah, you will go see an old.
Yeah, an old boyfriend who we didn't break up because we hate each other. We broke up because of distance.
Oh, because of distance.
So, and this boyfriend still talks to me every day. Still thought that Jim was a complete asshole.
So we would go out there. So how long would you be out there for?
Oh, I can only go a couple of days.
What's a couple of days?
Like 3-4 days, maybe.
3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I can't because first off, the pet. Even if I found someone to watch my dog and not a pet hotel, that the pet hotel's expensive, and then also driving out there would be expensive, and I have to make sure that when I go out there, that it's in between my certification time for my unemployment, so that this way I don't mess up the.
Yeah, my dad, he lives about a mile away from the Pride Parade because he actually lives in Hollywood, but he lives like on the Strip.
No, my you on Santa Monica. Santa Monica, that's Hollywood.
Yeah, still Hollywood. It's still
Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's still near. Yeah.
Well,
I could definitely like.
My boyfriend lives in.
I'll probably like. I could stay with somebody too, and then we can just meet up.
Yeah, because he's like off of. He's off the 110 and something. I can't remember.
But still, Santa Monica Boulevard.
No, it's what I mean is like he's in an area where it's easy to get around. This like, to get from his side to go to Hollywood. It's not a big deal.
Okay, definitely.
But yeah, I could stay with him, or I could just. I mean, I don't know if any of the girls are gonna go. Maybe we can split a hotel room or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Are the girls go? We can split. I can split with y'all.
Doesn't Disney have a Pride?
Huh?
Disney has a Pride night, I think, and that's
Disneyland.
Yeah, they have a Pride night.
Okay, didn't know about that.
I'm pretty positive they have an adult-only Pride night where, like, after hours, it's only adults, and they don't. None of the rides are on, but it's like all the lights and things and stuff, and it's all
definitely okay.
But I think so because one of my friends is a Disney fanatic, and she went last year.
Okay, well, all right.
Her and her wife went, and
her and her wife got it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, definitely, for sure. Well, just let me know soon because I'm supposed to really be going out there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and who wouldn't want to be? Honestly, I can't wait for September. That's what I'm excited for, especially this year.
Why September?
That's when they do the Folsom Street Parade. The Folsom
Street Festival. Yeah. I'm going with you.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I know that I want to go naked. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to be naked in public where I can't get arrested.
Definitely. Yeah. We're still going to do that thing, right?
Yeah. We can. That would be fun. Yeah. That's just, but I think that the thing is, too, on the more serious note of that is I think that people sometimes have a hard time understanding that fun, that kind of thing, the Folsom Street or like the Pride festivals and stuff.
Yeah.
What goes on there is just people's expression of something that they can do that other people enjoy that's not involving non-consenting parties. And I feel like the media makes it seem like we're out there trying to shove this down people's throats.
Yeah.
We're trying to over-sexualize society.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, society was already over-sexualized. I remember Baywatch.
Yeah.
Those shows. I mean, I was born in the late '80s, so I'm not a Generation X, but
you're a millennial.
But I was raised in that.
You're a millennial, like I'm a millennial.
I'm a zennial. I
A
think
zen.
that's what they call it.
What is a zennial?
I
Oh
think
my
that's what
god.
they call it because I'm a late Gen X millennial. What I mean by this
Oh,
is
I
like,
get it. I know. I
what I
know what
mean
you
by
mean.
this
You're
is
like
like
the cuss of
I
it.
was raised, so 83, 83 is typically the cutoff, or 82, I think it's 82 is the cutoff. And I was born in 88, but the thing is, even though that was that 6 years or so, I was raised by the people who raised the parents that were the Gen X. So my grandparents were baby boomers and they raised me. So I had the same, like, growing up that my parents had. Other than when I got older, we had the internet, we got technology, blah blah blah. But it was still in before sundown. It was still go out every day. It wasn't, it was go play, dinner at 5 every day, breakfast every morning. If you were at home, you got lunch every day. Did all those
Street
meals?
lights.
All those meals were always at the dinner table.
Yeah.
You didn't watch TV during dinner. Like, we didn't watch TV during dinner until I was probably like 13. Before that, the TV was off during dinner. And
Everybody at the dinner
yep.
table.
So
Oh
I
my
have
gosh, I
that
haven't had
different.
the dinner table in so. Oh my gosh,
Some houses don't even have dinner tables. Some
I
houses,
know. They use TV
no,
trays, or they can
they
just
just sit
whatever
at the
they
couch.
accept.
Yeah, they don't.
That's what you see today.
Yeah, of course. And it's very common
It's common
because
now. Well, actually, it's been a little bit in like 2000. It's
it's
been.
very common in the younger age because we don't have the desire to sit down and be quiet
Yeah,
and eat our
exactly.
food. People,
Yeah.
like, I have a sin that people that I think is hilarious, that I think it's funny. Some people think it's disrespectful, but I think it's funny. But, like, when
I
I'm not
but
in public and I'm eating at home or I'm eating at someone's house,
yeah,
I get addicted to wanting to watch Facebook while I eat.
yeah, yeah,
Like, I want to scroll through Facebook while I'm shoving my face
yeah.
full.
I have a cousin, and I was living with her for quite a bit, and she used to tell me like, "Why you going to the dinner table? Always eating." And it's I don't know. Just whenever I see a dinner table, I just go sit at it and I eat. And she's like a lot older than me. She's like in her mid 40s, and she was like, "Why you going to a different dinner table for?" Listen, I know people don't go to the dinner tables anymore, but it's just a habit with me. Whenever I see dinner table, but when the dinner table is not there, then of course I'll go to the
Well,
couch or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
and
Well, I
sit
think
there.
it's also about that's also about the etiquette of being like being respectful, and then also being in a social environment more often is because, when you have someone who might not be socializing at dinner with people consistently,
Uh huh.
when they have family over, friends over, and they have dinner, or they're like, hey, you want to grab pizza or something, they think they're just going to take the plate and go
Yeah.
sit at the front of the couch and watch TV like they
Yeah.
do. They're not thinking about the fact that, like, that person is like, let's sit at the dinner
Yeah,
table.
and then I'm the type of person that a lot of people do this. Even you just said it. You might want to scroll on your phone. I can't do that when I'm eating. I can't scroll on my phone when I'm eating. I could watch something, but I can't scroll.
Oh no, I'll set the phone up with the little tripod, sit it in
Yeah, I
front of
know
me.
people that do. I've seen people do that.
Yep, I've got my phone has a ring built into it, like the little ring in the back,
Yeah,
and it's adjustable. I can do it
yeah.
any way. I also do that to take the crazy pictures, like jam the ring between my fingers.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. I
Wow.
like the ring now. I used to hate it, but mine's built into the phone, so you can't even, like, it's flat. You can't even feel it on the
Yeah.
phone. Back in the some of those ring pops are like stick out the back of the phone, and they just were clunky.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a family oriented values that we've lost, and then people think we're steal. People then blame us for stealing them away when society's just lost them.
Yeah. So my thing is that I really want to say though is how do you this is what I want to say. How do you feel about yourself on like your whole transition and everything up to like now? Like you're at a place where you're at now. You got your new girls, and
I think I'm really grateful
and
for
then
where I'm
being
at.
more confident in your look and everything, like how you feel now.
Yeah, I definitely feel more grateful for where I'm at. I definitely am confident. I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm seeing the little glances of myself, and I almost go, who's that girl walking down? And
Yeah.
it's me. Um,
You
for
look in the mirror like, oh, that's
yeah,
me.
for my progress, I feel like I still get hung up on minute things that other people don't notice, and um, I feel like some of those things are easily correctable, and some of them I have to learn to accept. One would be my voice.
No, just
I don't think that I'll ever be the type of person that can train my voice to be more femme or
oh,
whatever it
listen,
is.
listen.
You know,
My voice, I never did anything to my voice.
yeah. Yeah, well, and I think the thing is that I ruin my vocal cords though. You can hear it when I talk
Yeah.
a certain way.
Yeah, no, don't just keep
And
your voice how it is, and people just like love you for you.
so, but yeah, I think that's the thing too is that oh, sorry. As I'm more happy with myself and people are more like I'll just use the example of the Phoenix, like you get these people and I'm talking to them and I'll be like, "Oh, I hate my voice. It's too deep." And they're like, "Well, it's not deep." And I was like, "Well, it's deep cuz then people think I'm a
No, do
guy."
you
And
know? Do you know how much genetic women's, cis women's, you know, have deep voices?
yeah, I guess, but it's just that's that
I was
other
at the '70s event, and there was this one like full genetic woman with a deep voice, and she's not the first I ever been around that had a deep voice. That is a genetic woman, but there's plenty of women that have deep voices.
yeah, no, well, and that's definitely true. I just think what I feel like is the crackling is my problem. And so I feel like that's what I was talking about, like little things I can fix. Is that like
The crackling,
if I
like,
just stay
are you
more
talking about like
hydrated in the
the?
throat. So I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
like the yeah. So if
It's
I
fine, no, because a lot of women have that. A lot. Stop. Stop. No, but let me tell you though.
I sound like the character from The
Yeah,
Grudge, like
mm,
it's
uh,
but
but like
well,
even I do it too at times. But it's just like,
I think if you stay hydrated,
what does that got
you
to
know,
do with anything?
well,
Stay.
because if you're drinking and your mouth is hydrated, then your throat doesn't dry out. So then your throat doesn't dry out. Your vocal cords are not going to be
Here's
stressed
the
as
thing then.
much.
Maybe manipulate your brain, your thought to like overcome it, so you don't always think on it.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Of course, I totally agree. I totally agree that's what I was talking about with like the whole accepting yourself, being happy with yourself, and when you
Mm-hmm.
do that, others will then be happy with you.
Yes,
So
exactly.
these younger trans and even the new eggs, the ones that are
The new
older.
eggs.
Yeah, the new eggs, the ones that are older but their egg cracked type thing, like they
Ah,
finally, they that's what they call it. That's what the internet slang is. But so the idea is that like those people they need to learn that like there are certain things they aren't going to be able to change about themselves.
uh
But what they
huh.
also need to learn is that like our journey as being trans women is to transition, and what I mean by this is to become how we feel but also how we want people to perceive us, which in most and not everybody, and this is why it's everyone's journey is unique, so I use my journey as my reasoning.
Uh huh.
So my journey is that I want to just be a woman, and what I mean by this is to just I just want to be um at the beach having a good time, and no one is going, that looks like a man, or is that a man? So
Okay. Yeah.
I want that perception of me to just be female.
Yes.
And so for me that means that I don't want to walk like a football player, and I don't want to talk like, yeah, bro, we had such a good night tonight. Like, no, I don't. I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna do things like that. But
Uh-huh.
there are some people that are beginning their journey that aren't separating that.
Yeah.
They aren't seeing that like what they've been taught their whole life was a boy lifestyle, a male
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Okay.
And even if they say they feel female, if they're not trying to somewhat, and that's what I'm saying, a journey, my journey is how I perceive it. Everyone's going to perceive that differently.
Yes.
So I perceive it as like there's certain mannerisms to the way you speak. There's certain mannerisms to, to 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 how you present yourself, the level of self care you put into yourself. Like that's the other thing. Um, like I didn't do that, so my teeth are horrible, and I don't mean they're like crooked or anything. I just mean they're stained. And it when I take pictures, when I smile, it's just I hate it. I hate it. And so when I do pictures lately and I'm smiling, it's either like I'm just catching the bottom, which is okay, or I'm not like fully seeing the teeth. Because the pictures where I'm like fully smiling, I'm like delete, delete, delete. Um,
Mm.
and so I'm going to a dentist to get that handled.
Okay.
But that's the self care part that some people don't take care of, and so then you also get the when people get depressed, they don't want to take care of
Yeah.
themselves, and then yet they still go out in public, and then they get mad when someone who is a bigot or a hater wants to pick on them because they're an easy target because they're going, I'm a female, but I haven't shaved in 2 weeks and I have half a beard. So it's there's an and that's like I said, this is all my perception.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody can feel differently, and everybody
Mm-hmm.
can also have a different perception on what's acceptable and what's
Mm-hmm.
not. And so that's my like this is why I want to make sure that every day I shave, that
Mm-hmm.
every day I'm smooth, that every day I have the a clean complexion is just because those are my insecurities and what people are going to call that.
Mm-hmm.
That's and so sometimes I feel like there are a lot of people that share my beliefs, how I feel about my journey, they're sharing with their own journey.
Yes.
And I feel like some people are more non binary than they are trans.
Yes.
And
No, no, let me tell you, hold on. There are more people that are non-binary than trans because of those type of situations where they, want to like not take it fully, but they want to just show some type of
correct. They're more concerned about they're more and I don't say concerned. I should be they enjoy it more when they're just wearing a lifestyle like clothing or hair or makeup or whatever, but at the end of the day they're not concerned about what's in their pants and they're not concerned about how they feel about what's in their pants. And I feel like trans people, men and trans women, that's our problem. That's our dysphoria, is that we wish that we could just wake up and have the downstairs parts,
yeah,
wake up and have the working organs
and look more
and look,
like
yeah, and be shorter, smaller. I mean, I'm
yeah.
six
A
foot.
lot of non-binaries they don't really care. They just want to just
Correct.
they just put it on and go.
Correct. And they're happy with that, and that's why I'm saying that they're happy with that. And I feel
Yeah.
like the 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 problem is that a lot of people are saying that trans people are and non-binary people are the same group,
But we're not the
but it's not.
same.
Exactly, it's not.
They keep on categorizing us like, oh, trans women and non-binary. It's like, no, stop, no.
They're different, and it's not anything about making them less of a person or making us less of a person or invalidating their experiences or invalidating our experiences. It's the same thing with like the it's just the same thing with like how it used to be LGBT and then it became LGBTQ, then
Yeah.
it became LGBTQAI
Yes.
plus.
Plus. Yes.
So it's like and so it's like we people call it the alphabet mafia, the ones that hate us. And I think they do that because it's consistently evolving and we have a problem with accepting that.
Yeah.
As humanity, we have
Yes.
a problem
Definitely.
with accepting the fact that things will change all the time, that nothing will
Yes.
ever stay
Stay
the
the
same.
same. Yes.
And so it's funny when you get these
And you remember things do go in a cycle. but things come around with a little more buffer to
Yeah,
it.
well, and I think it's just
So
funny.
you see how it is today, like the Y2K.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're showing the Y2K. You know Y2K because that's what they used to say in the 2000s. Y2K, and now they made it a thing for Gen Z's Y2K. The same name that they had in 2000s is the same name as today.
yeah,
You remember with the PlayStation 2, all the movies and video games had that blue effect. You know, everything was I forgot the little effect things that they used to do in games and videos and stuff. I forgot the name of it. I used to know it, but it's not coming to my head. But you know what I'm talking about.
yeah. I know.
You know, they try to do the futuristic with the Matrix and all the other
Yeah.
and the first X-Men that came out in 2001. Yeah, so you know, like they're bringing that back today, but it's always gonna have a little bit more of a buffer to it.
Yeah.
You know, buffers. Everything's in a cycle, which is more buffer. Like this, like what we're seeing right now, the Y2K, that's gonna come back again in the circle. It's gonna have even more of a buffer.
Girl, bell bottoms are back in.
Yeah.
I mean, who in the 70s would have ever thought that the bell bottoms would be back?
Yeah.
That people would be happy to wear bell bottoms. And now when I see bell bottoms, I'm like, I want a pair of those.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And then it's also the thing with the oversized jeans. Like when I was a kid, Jinkos was like a real for the boys at least. It was like you wanted to have a pair of Jinkos that could
Jinkos, now you
have
see
the massive pocket in the back.
Now you see girls wearing
Now
Jinkos.
everybody,
grandmas, grandpas, yeah, everybody wearing
and stuff, and you see a lot here in Vegas though. Yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah, we see nowadays you can wear whatever you want to wear.
Yep.
Nowadays. Yep.
Hey, I'm part of that because for underwear night 2 weeks ago, I wore a fishnet outfit, and all I had for a top was a little jacket that had one little button in the center.
Ah, yeah, I mean, but look where you're at though. That's different than compared to like anywhere else. So.
Yeah, I still would have went and walked Fremont with that
shit. No. Well, you know, it was nice having you on here.
It was wonderful.
It was great. I'm glad you showed up.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I know we had a little, you know, situation going on setting this up.
Hey, what's an omelet without a broken egg? You know.
What is that? All right. But yeah, it was nice having you. It was beautiful, you know, telling your stories and everything where you're at. Yes, this was good. This was good. I like it. Yeah,
it was great.
I just really love how confident you are and everything like that. Well, now
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It means it's a lot for me. It's a lot for me, and I love it. I'm happy.
Well, you guys, this is the Pure Genuine Podcast where we dive into authentic experiences like never before. I'm your host, Frenchie Hanna, and I will see you guys in the next episode very, very soon. Bye!